In early May, Jaku Konbit once again took the lead in Canada's national capital, putting together an extraordinary listening circle on community policing. This impactful event brought together Black youth, the Ottawa Police Service, and other community leaders and stakeholders for an important, sometimes emotional conversation. Most importantly, the young people would have a chance to share their thoughts, concerns, or indeed aspirations, while the police would have a rare and powerful opportunity to listen and to hear firsthand the honest feelings Black youth have about policing in their neighborhoods and schools.
A better understanding of what the police do and can do for the community, and how can we bridge the gap between our police service and our Black youth.
The Black youth in our community come from all walks of life, interested in sharing their concerns with the police. Some have stories where they are mistreated, even abused by the police, while some others just like to share their thoughts. What we know is, our community defenders will never hesitate to listen.
So basically, first I asked the officers, like, what now? After this discussion, what's gonna happen? Is there gonna be a report? Are we just gonna talk every year? And just making sure that our voices is not just taken for granted and that there's actual results. And I think that's what I really wanted the officers to do.
Do you feel like your voice was heard today?
I'm naturally Fourier, and yes, I do feel like my voice was heard today. I think Jaku Konbit and the police officers that attended did a really good job of fostering a safe space for myself and hopefully others to say what was on their mind and ask the probing questions that they may or may not have had about the police department in Ottawa.
Yeah, I think the police definitely did a pretty decent job at listening to me today, and definitely in talking about specific acts and policies that they put in place. Like some examples would be the Anti-Black Racism Act and the Community Involvement Act. One thing though I did find a little bit difficult is that while they did do a good job about listening to us and our perspectives, I think definitely they should make the information more accessible about the policies in place to prevent over-policing and over-representation.
I came to this meeting today to listen to what everyone had to say, and what I'm hearing is that the community wants the police to be accountable for their actions. They're open to having open discussions, they're opening to listening and providing feedback, and they're open to learning about programs that the Ottawa Police has to offer to help with the Black community.
As a youth, this discussion has changed a lot in our perspectives. It has changed a lot in our experience today, because as you have heard how the youth were asking the question, all of them had similar questions, that they were scared about the police. They never had that chance to interact with the police, and the police themselves today have clarified that they are friendly and they're ready to be part of the youth, to be part of the solution itself.
I came into this event definitely with more of a reproach from police officers, for sure. And I think that his idea with asking schools or enforcing schools to be more closely involved with the police and having them be involved in school communities as just neutral mentors, brothers and sisters, etc., would definitely be beneficial to school populations, as seeing police as less of hostility and more of a neutral force, for sure.
Police have integrity. When they are sworn into the Ottawa Police Force, a line in the police oath is, "I solemnly swear that I will be loyal to Canada and that I will uphold the Constitution of Canada." This directly also correlates under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, also indicating that everyone has the freedom of thought, everyone has the right to life, and every individual is equal before and under the law. Simple fundamental freedoms like these bring us together. It is true that the social media rage of George Floyd has seemingly brought us away from unity. The community trust in the justice force has plummeted. However, one of the most critical things we dismiss regarding our officers is that they are often seen as intimidating enemies among the Black community. These people have families and children, brothers and sisters, and mothers and fathers. Change starts with communication. When we talk things over, we hear the compelling perspectives that everyone has to offer. Look behind the police suit and gun holster, and you see that these people are the same protectors willing to guard their family, community, and their home.
On to all of you. It's made me feel as though I see myself in you, and that I just feel generally a lot safer around police now that I've gotten to meet you and I've gotten to speak to you and I've gotten to ask you guys questions. So thank you for your work, thank you for coming.